The billion-dollar bet. How my small-town bakery took down the corporate giant. The air in southeast Portland always smelled of rain and fermentation, the distinct earthy scent of true sourdough. For Anya Sharma, 35, the owner of the Daily Grain, that smell was the perfume of freedom. Her bakery wasn't just a business. It was a defiant statement against the packaged, plastic taste of corporate America. She used local grain, knew the farmer by name, and her custom celebration cakes were legendary. She believed in quality over volume, and the long lines outside her small, brick shop proved that the neighborhood agreed. Then the concrete arrived. A massive, sterile, aggressively branded structure, all steel and neon, sprang up directly across the street. The sign, blinding red and white, announced the arrival of Bake-Mart, a national chain known for its $1 muffins, 10-minute cake pickup, and the ruthless efficiency of its algorithms. It was the physical manifestation of everything Anya stood against. High-fructose corn syrup masquerading as authenticity. The local war began immediately. Bake-Mart didn't just open. It launched an offensive. They flooded the neighborhood with ads promising 2-for-1 birthday cakes and Bake-Mart Bonanza Sundays. Mike's dedicated morning line began to dwindle. The panic was a cold, unfamiliar dough kneading itself in Anya's stomach. "We can't compete on price, Anya," whispered Leo, her loyal baker, his face pale as flour. Anya stared across the street, watching the stream of cars enter the cavernous parking lot. "No," she said, her voice taut with resolve. "We compete on truth. We compete on soul." For 2 months, Anya bled savings, working 20-hour shifts. Her accountant was blunt. 3 more months of this, and the Daily Grain was toast. The pressure culminated when Bake-Mart's regional advertising, slick and condescending, started running a commercial mocking artisanal bread as overpriced hipster fluff. Furious, Anya knew she couldn't afford TV ads, but she had a camera and a story. She called Sam, a filmmaker friend, and together they launched the Ingredient Audit, a grassroots viral video campaign. The videos were raw and immediate. In one clip, Anya drove an hour to the local farm, filming the wheat swaying in the wind, the farmer talking about the soil. The shot cut abruptly to the back of a Bake-Mart truck delivering gigantic bags of industrial-grade flour and a rapid scroll of their chemical-laden ingredient list. "You can taste the difference," she narrated simply. "But can you taste the corporate betrayal?" Another video contrasted the 3-day, meticulous process of folding her sourdough dough with a harsh, speeded-up factory clip of machines churning out preservative-filled bread in an hour. "Quality takes time," she concluded. "What is Bake-Mart rushing to hide?" The campaign exploded. It resonated deeply with the American consumer seeking transparency and authenticity. Food bloggers shared it, local news ran stories, and suddenly, the Daily Grain became a national symbol of small business resilience. Her customers returned, bringing friends from across the city, eager to buy a loaf that stood for something. Desperate, Bake-Mart sent their regional manager, Trevor, a man whose tailored suit seemed to repel flour, to negotiate. Trevor stood awkwardly by her display case. "Anya, you've made your point. Your little shop is a media darling. We'll offer you 5 times your annual revenue to close up shop. Walk away wealthy. Take the win." Anya looked at Trevor, then glanced at the local flyers pinned to her community board. Yoga classes, school events, a missing cat notice. This shop wasn't just income. It was the neighborhood's pulse. "Mr. Trevor," Anya said, a gentle but absolute firmness in her voice. "You don't understand the product. You're offering me money for a building. I'm selling a relationship, a mission. And that, sir, is not for sale." She handed him a still warm, crusty loaf of sourdough. "This is on the house. Maybe next time try using flour that has a story." Trevor left, defeated. The climax arrived 6 months later. Bake-Mart's highly optimized, low-margin business model could not survive the local backlash and the resulting high operational costs in that neighborhood. The negative publicity, fueled by Anya's authentic videos, had permanently damaged their local brand. One crisp afternoon, a crew arrived across the street, not to restock, but to dismantle the enormous red sign. Bake-Mart was retreating. Anya didn't gloat. She simply bought the defunct Bake-Mart building. She didn't turn it into a larger bakery, but an artisan co-op, renting space to other local makers, a butcher, a coffee roaster, a small bookseller. Her victory wasn't just about survival. It was the realization that in the massive American economy, the greatest commodity might still be truth and connection. She proved that a single, passionate local entrepreneur could indeed beat a billion-dollar giant, simply by selling what truly matters.